Hello football fans and PSG fans. In front of me today is the home shirt for PSG for the 25-26 season. This shirt is made by Nike, of course. We've got the player version here on the left and we've got the fan version here over on the right. In this video I'm going to show you all the differences between both versions. One of them is expensive, one of them is a little bit cheaper. By the end of this video, I promise you're going to know which one is best for you. So let's get straight into the video. First of all, I'm going to show you the Nike swoosh, or the Nike swoosh, whatever you want to call it, however you want to pronounce it. So let's go to the Nike swoosh now. This is the player version. I don't think the camera shows it very well, but it's a rubberized feel, and it's heat applied onto the shirt. You can see the texture of the shirt on this as well, the material texture. But that is just a heat applied transfer. And then over on the fan shirt, which is made for more hard wearing, more robust. And of course it is stitched and embroidered. Look at that. How good does that look? And the camera focuses, there we go. In fact, let me just do this. There we go, look at that, that's a little bit better. Beautifully stitched and embroidered. And then let's just quickly go back to the player version, which is just like a rubberized, heat applied. It's very smooth to feel, very nice. But that's the differences in them. Okay, so next let's get to the PSG club crest, the badge. Look at that. Looks really, really nice with little intricate details there. It's very smooth, rubberized feel. Nicely textured around the rim there. So let me just see that there. How good does that look? Got all those intricate details. Looks really nice. And then we go to the stadium shirt, which is stitched and embroidered. Looks equally nice. You can see that stitch goes all the way around. And there's little details inside. See how good that looks. And of course this is stitched onto the shirt, whereas this one is heat applied. But this is the main difference, heat applied and stitched. Okay, so the Qatar Airways sponsorship on both, I think, is just the same transfer, but that is the player version, the pro version, and that there is on the fan shirt. But we can look at this, see the Hector design, the midnight blue, and the stripes going down. That is the player version. Look how nice those colours look. See that? And you can see the crosses, the hexagons, or whatever you call them. Look really sharp on the player version. And then we switch over to the replica, the fan version. Still looks just as nice, but I just feel that the player version just looks slightly better. Look, so like if I do that and then show you that, it just seems to pop a lot more on that shirt there. So then let's go higher up on both. Look, it just looks slightly duller over on the replica. It's just probably just something to do with the material. But anyway, let's show you the collar detail, which is a V-neck crossover style. You can see the crossover there. You can see that ADV material there on the back also, we'll get into that shortly. But that's the collar detail, looks really good. Nice ribbed crossover V-neck. Nice and sharp looking, look at that. And then you've got the stripe going all the way down, looking really nice. And then we go to the stadium version, which is also crossover. It's ribbed also there. See, there we go. Up, round. That's the fan version, the stadium shirt. And that is the player version. Look at the material and the difference, look. See the ADV material there. Ici c'est Paris. And look at the material change there, look. So this is the cheaper version. It's breathable, but it's just not quite as breathable as the ADV, of course, look. But which one do you prefer, ADV or the normal dry fit? Let me know in the comments. Okay, so next I'm going to take you into the detail of the materials. This is the dry fit ADV, and you can tell that because this is gold here. And these numbers, I think, just means the colours of the shirt and material details. It's like the technical jargon. But look at this here, you can see this is perforated. This is a material change here. It goes up to the underarm segment, look. And it continues underneath, see? So this material on the sleeve is different also, look. And you can see it's a ribbed cuff, see that? You get the French flag there also. And then let's compare these side by side. Look at the material differences here. But even this material is different, look. See that? So if we get right close in there, look. You can see it. The fan version looks slightly thicker as well. See the width there? But you can see material change here, here. This goes all the way down. This is the main ADV material here. And we go underneath, look. Look at that all the way, running all the way through. It's a flat shape, it's not contoured. It's just a flat hem at the bottom. But look how good that looks there. And then we'll go to the normal Fen stadium shirt, which is silver on the bottom there. And is also a straight cut at the bottom. But you get two material changes on this whole shirt, the replica, the stadium shirt, which is the here. And the main ADV here. So if we go in, see that? But the material change on the side is there. So that bit runs all the way up to the top, all the way into the underarm. And you get that material there. See? Okay, so let's just do that. That's how the fan shirt looks. Beautiful. And the player version there. It just pops more on this version to my eyes. It just looks better. You know, the design, all the front and the colour. It's still just as nice on the stadium shirt though. But that's it, guys. What do you think? There's not much to show you on the back other than the best way to check if someone's wearing a pro version is, of course, the little dry fit ADV on the back there. Which it says it there, look. And then we go, you'll see that material there running all the way through the back. Notice this here. Same on the other side, going up. And you've got that material running all the way down. And then we go to the stadium version, which is that block material throughout, going onto the underarm, but you get the same design on both, look, just a different material feel. So let's show that, and the ADV. What name and number would you have on the back, guys? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your favourite players. So I'm going to flip these over now and give you my final thoughts. Okay, so final thoughts. The big difference in the price is £125 and £85. I just don't know which version you're going to choose. Just let me know in the comments if you are team pro player shirt, which is the dry fit ADV, or are you the fan stadium shirt lover, which is just the standard Nike dry fit. Let me know in the comments which version you would buy. And I hope you found this video interesting. If you have, don't forget to like, subscribe for more. Watch all the videos popping up right about now. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks so much for watching.